They're eating the dogs, the people that came in.
I think fluoride is a poison.
Higher or lower, whatever the hell happens, this climate change, it's the greatest con job ever perpetrated on the world, in my opinion.
We are the sickest country in the world.
Don't take Tylenol. There's no downside.
Honking horns in a blockade of streets around Parliament Hill in the capital, Ottawa.
Police in Canada's capital, Ottawa, are cracking down on fuel and funding for the widespread protests against vaccine mandates that have swept the country.
Misinformation spreads faster than the truth. During the COVID-19 pandemic, false claims like 5G towers caused the virus or vaccines implant microchips reached millions before public health agencies could even respond.
We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic. Pandemic is not a word to use lightly or carelessly. It's a word that, if misused, can cause unreasonable fear.
And it hasn't stopped. Today, we see political figures like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. gaining traction with anti-vaccine rhetoric. On social media, miracle cures for cancer or Alzheimer's rack up millions of views. Not only is it frustrating, it's also incredibly dangerous. Misinformation isn't new. Centuries ago, people believed the earth was flat, that bloodletting cured disease, and that smoking was harmless. Because that's what the ads, the authorities, or the culture told them.
In a repeated national survey, doctors in all branches of medicine, doctors in all parts of the country were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?"
But in today's digital age, misinformation spreads faster than ever before. In the digital age, misinformation explodes. Social media algorithms amplify the most outrageous claims because outrage means clicks. Today you can find people insisting the earth is flat again, or that vaccines cause autism, a claim repeatedly disproven but still circulating decades later. It runs from the simple to the absurd, that microwaves change the molecules of food, that drinking bleach or eating apricot seeds can cure cancer, that COVID-19 was caused by 5G towers, all the way to shadowy elites hiding miracle cures for their own profit. A 2021 survey found that 48% of Americans had been exposed to at least one major health-related conspiracy theory online. In Canada, misinformation played a central role in the Freedom Convoy protests, where vaccine and public health conspiracies fueled weeks of unrest in Ottawa.
A bunch of people speaking for freedom. We had enough of all those mandates that has no sense, no scientific evidence.
And during the pandemic, researchers found that nearly half of Canadians had encountered false or misleading COVID-19 claims on social media. Globally, a Brown University study estimated that vaccine misinformation may have contributed to over 300,000 preventable deaths in the US alone. But misinformation isn't just about vaccines. It touches genetics, neuroscience, AI and healthcare, and even debates about bringing back extinct species. From the simplest misunderstandings, like whether you really only use 10% of your brain, to the most complex questions about AI replacing doctors, misinformation runs deep. This isn't just hearsay. it's measurable, it's global, and is one of the greatest challenges facing medicine, science, and society today. That's why we created Axonora. We're not here to add noise, we're here to try and cut through it with evidence, clarity, and context. Our content focuses on medical science, genetics, neuroscience, vaccines, AI in healthcare, global health emergencies, and the ethical questions shaping the future of medicine. Every fact we present, every statement we say is backed by sources. Nothing we say appears without evidence. Our goals are straightforward. Make medical science accessible to everyone. Highlight the latest discoveries, breakthroughs, and challenges in healthcare. Provide context for global health issues, from WHO announcements to Canadian public health decisions, to cutting-edge genetic research. And most importantly, help fight misinformation by giving people tools to understand science for themselves. Our values? Accuracy, accessibility, and transparency. At the end of the day, Axonora is just a channel. We are not a substitute for medical advice, and we are not a replacement for scientific experts. We're students, researchers, and learners who just happen to be passionate about communicating science responsibly. That means we will always cite our sources. We'll always point you towards credible research. And we will never, ever pretend to be more than what we are, which is a bridge between the science and the public. The world doesn't just need more information. It needs clearer information. Axonora exists to make medical science approachable, accurate, trustworthy, and understandable. Because when we understand science better, we make better decisions. For ourselves, for our communities, for our future. So welcome to Axonora. Let's make science clearer together.